We know that we have been working with 4 different patterns, so let's go ahead and draw 4 lines at the top of our board. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we also have an oddball for this week, so let's draw that 5th line for our oddballs. All right, on our first pattern this week, we are listening for that sound. And in this sound, there are 2 letters, E, R, that make one sound, So go ahead, say and write and number that number 1. In our second pattern, we are listening for the sound. So there's 2 letters together that say E and the sound coming at the end. Say and write for number 2 and label that with the number 2 at the top. Our third pattern is going to be that same sound, but it's going to have these 2 vowels together. And we're going to number that number 3. And in our fourth pattern for this week, we're going to listen for the sound again. But in this sound, there are 3 letters making one sound. Say and write on your 4th line. And number that with a number 4. And then like we talked about before, that last column is going to be that oddball column. So you can write OB for oddball and put that under number 5. Let's not waste any more time and let's get started with our first word. Our first word is going to be the word her. Say her. Sweet. Now say the sounds for her. In the word her, I see and hear these 2 letters at the end of my word saying So her is going to be our first word to fit under our first column. Let's say and write her together. Your turn. Great, now let's dot and dash. Our next word is the word hear. Like, I can hear you. Let's say the sounds together. Ear. Again. Ear. Here. Here is our first word that's going to fit under our second column. It follows that 2 vowels go walking. The first one does the talking. E. And it says its name. With at the R at the end. Let's say and write here under column 2. Ear. Your turn. Nice. Now let's dot and dash. Ear. Here. Our next word is the word deer. Like I saw a deer cross the road. Let's say our sounds for deer. D-ear. Deer. Deer is going to go under our third column. It has these 2 vowels together saying E with that sound at the end. D-ear. Let's say and write deer together. D-ear. Now let's dot and dash. D-ear. Deer. Our fourth word is going to be the word heard. I heard them call my name. Let's say the sounds for heard. Erd. Again. Erd. We have these 3 letters together making one sound. Let's say and write heard to go under column 4. Heard. Now let's dot and dash. Heard. All right. Our next word is going to be the word fear. Let's say your sounds together. Ear. Again. Ear. Fear. Like, is there anything that you fear or that you're afraid of? I hear in the word fear these 2 letters together saying E with that sound at the end. So fear sounds like hear. Let's say and write fear under column 2. Ear. Now let's dot and dash. Ear. Fear. Our next word is the word spear. Say spear. Good. Now let's say the sounds of spear. Sp, ear. Again. Sp, ear. Spear. Again, in the word spear, I hear these two vowels together saying E with that sound at the end. Sp, ear. So that, again, goes under column 2. Let's say you write spear together. Sp, ear. Now let's dot and dash. Sp, ear, spear. All right, our next word. This is the word herd. Sounds the same as this herd, but this one down here is like a herd of cattle. Okay, it's one of those collective nouns. Big group. So let's say the sounds for herd. Herd. Again. Herd. Herd. These two letters together are making one sound. So herd goes under column 1, like in Let's say and write herd under column 1. Herd. Your turn. Now let's dot dash. Herd. Herd. Our next word is the word steer. Let's say the sounds together. Steer. Again. Steer. Steer. Like you steer the wheel. I hear these two letters together saying E with the sound at the end. Steer. Steer. So steer is going to fit under our column 3, like in ear. Let's say and write steer under column 3. Ear. Your turn. Now let's dot and dash. Steer. Steer. All right. Our next word is the word earth. Say earth. Now let's say the sounds for earth. Earth. Again. Earth. I hear these 3 letters together making that sound. So earth is going to go under column 4, like in erd. Let's say and write earth together. Nice job. Now let's dot and dash. Earth. Our next word is the word clear. Can you say clear? Let's say the sounds for clear. Ooh, ear. Again. Ooh, ear. Clear. Like the water was crystal clear. I hear these 2 letters together making one sound. Ear. Ear. So clear is going to fit under that second column, like in ear, ear, and ear. Let's say right clear together. Ooh, ear. Now let's dot and dash. Ooh, ear. Clear. And our last word today is the word here. Like I am standing right here. Let's say our sounds together. Ear. Again. Ear. So I hear that sound, and I hear that E sound that we've been listening for too, but in this pattern, ear. This vowel is saying its name because of the magic E at the end. We don't have that magic E pattern happening in any of our patterns this week. So this word, ear, is going to be our first oddball. Let's say right here under column 5. Ear. Now let's dot and dash. Ear. Here. Those are all the words for this week. Let's go over our patterns and the rules for those again and read the new words that we made today. Our first pattern is making that sound. These 2 letters together are saying her, herd. Our second pattern is that ear sound, where these two vowels together are saying E with that at the end. Ear. Ear, here. Ear, fear. Ear, spear. Ear, clear. Our third pattern is that ear sound again, but this time we have these two vowels together. E, saying E with the at the end. Ear, deer. Ear, steer. Our fourth pattern is another sound, except now we have three letters together saying heard, earth. And our last column is, of course, that oddball column where the words make the same sounds of the patterns that we've been working with, except they're either not written the same or they're not following the same rule. So our oddball for this week is going to be the word here. Nice job. See you back here next time.